Hey, good morning. Welcome to the Abacus training. It is Wednesdays, which means it's training day. So I hope you are having a great week so far. It's hard to believe that we are approaching halfway through July already. This year is flying by. So today we are going to talk about maximizing profitability, and I'm going to share some insights on what we do here at Abacus to help you see how you can also implement those same things to be a successful business and to increase your profitability. You'll notice that there is always a theme running through what we're talking about. It's profit. That is the key to your success. If you are losing money every single month and plowing money back in, you're not going to be able to sustain that forever, and you're going to end up having to close your doors. So focus is always needing to be on profitability, what can drive that profitability, what changes you can make, and how you can take your business to the next level. So I would love for you to comment below if you are watching this replay, or if you're watching it live, then let me know where you are from and what kind of business you have. So this week we're going to talk about strategies that we use with other six-figure clients to increase their profitability, and what you can do as a construction or a service-based business owner to also easily implement those strategies. So my name is Kerry Postal. I have the privilege of being the owner and founder of Abacus Business Solutions, and we help business owners to know, understand, and trust their numbers, 3 critical components to the success of your business. So let's jump straight in. So over the years as business owners, we focus on different skills that we have to make sure we are doing the best that we do. And just like your company strives to be the best in what you do, I strive to find the best practices to uncover more profits for our clients. That is what it's about. Like I said, profit is the most important part of your business, and everything feeds into that. So I'm going to share 3 things that I do to help my clients reach their goals, and just some tips to help that process a little bit easier for you to implement. So first of all, and I'm going to start with this one, keeping accurate financial records. So that is just absolutely critical. You need to have effective bookkeeping practices in place, which means tracking all your financial transactions, keeping your receipts, keeping your invoices, reconciling your bank, going through your bank statements, and maintaining proper, up-to-date, accurate records. When you have this accurate data, then it can help you to make those informed financial decisions. You're not just hoping and guessing for what you should be doing in your business, the next step. You're looking at the data. You're looking through your profit and loss. You're looking through your balance sheet. You're looking through your cash flow statement. You're looking through the different components that help you to grow your business. If you're not looking at those reports, then you are missing out on some crucial data that can really help you to grow. So make sure that you are spending the time to make sure you have that data, you're looking through that data, and you're using it to then make better decisions the following month. Okay, secondly, so a few tips to help you manage your cash flow effectively. So accounts receivable and accounts payable, you have to be monitoring these on at least a weekly basis, if not a daily basis, depending on the size of your accounts receivable and accounts payable balance. You have to make sure you are collecting those funds from your clients on a timely basis. Make sure that you've got payment terms on your invoices going out. Make sure that if people are not paying by that date, then what's the process you have in place? Is that somebody on your team that is calling to follow up with the payment of that invoice? Is it yourself? Does an email get sent? What is that process and that system to make that happen? The same with managing accounts payable as well. You don't want to be running your business that you only pay invoices when a vendor calls you chasing for payment. I know there's a lot of businesses out there that do that, but it doesn't give you a great reputation with those vendors. They're not going to help you down the road if you need help. They're not going to be willing to give you future discounts or maybe extend your payment terms if you're always having to be chased before you pay them. So make sure you're managing that. Have that input into your accounting software, run those reports, see what's due, have that in your cash flow forecast so that you can see when those different bills are due. So talking about cash flow, so you want to make sure you're looking ahead at your cash flow. QuickBooks Online now has a new great feature for doing that. We have an amazing spreadsheet as well that we help our clients use to actually predict what is the timing of the cash flowing in and out of the business over the coming weeks and months. You know that you have your rent due on the 1st of every month. You know payroll is due either weekly or bi-weekly. You know the different bills, utilities, all those different things that come in to your cash flow. You know those things that happen on a regular basis, and those can be put into that cash flow weeks and months ahead of time. And then you can be tracking what's going on, planning when everybody is, if you have vendor's going to get paid, and then making sure that that money that's due in is being collected. And if not, like we said, you've got a process in place to follow that up. So you want to make sure that you can see what is coming up in the next few weeks. What's your bank balance predicted to be? Is it in the red? Is it not? What do you need to be doing to correct that if it's not looking good? So another thing you can do is negotiate better terms of supplies. We just mentioned that a couple of steps ago. So if you don't have a good relationship with your vendors because you're always late paying, you're always behind, then they're not going to be willing to negotiate better payment terms. So whether that means negotiating longer payment terms on that, or discounts for early payments, that can help sort of free up some cash. So just make sure that you are keeping that in mind, that don't be that person that's always late paying everybody. Get your ducks in a row, figure out what's to be paid, when it's due to be paid. If you have 30 days, get that on your cash flow. When that state invoice comes, when the vendor bill comes in from the vendor, get that onto your cash flow statement there and then, so that you can make sure that you know that invoice is coming up and it's not going to be a surprise when it's due to get paid. If you have inventory, then you've got to make sure that you've got really good inventory management processes in place. So you want to make sure that you don't have too much cash tied up in your inventory. You want to also make sure that you don't run out of stock as well. So if you've got a good inventory management in place, you can find that balance. You can make sure you're getting alerts, running reports when stock is getting low, when you need to reorder, but making sure also you don't have too much stock that's building up, that's then tying up cash as well. So making sure you've got that management process in place for inventory, so you know exactly where you're at, what's selling, what isn't selling, how much do you have left, what do you need to order. Make sure you have a system and a process set up for that, so that you're not just winging it and hoping that it's going to be okay. And also use cash flow forecasting tools. So there's a lot of different automated tools out there that can help you to track and project your cash flow as well. Like I said, QuickBooks Online just introduced one that can help because it's pulling in all your data. The great thing with their tool as well is that you can change data within that cash flow tool, and it does not affect the information you've entered in, your vendor bills, your client invoices, deposits, etc. So that's something to maybe look into. So create something, whether it's a spreadsheet, whether it's using the QuickBooks Online tool, something that is going to help you to be able to see exactly where your cash flow is at. And then finally, here are a few actionable steps that you can do to help simplify your accounting process. So use a cloud-based accounting software to manage all of that financial data that we were talking about, making sure you're using that to produce invoices for your customers, that you're entering your vendor bills on there. When you start using that kind of system, and particularly if you use the QuickBooks payment system as well, where you can get your customers to pay their invoices online, that payment, when it comes in from them, then matches up to their invoice, and just all that automation can help you reduce time as well. When paying your vendor bills, implement electronic payments. Don't just be writing checks. I'm sorry, but checks is so yesterday. There's so many different online platforms now that allow you to be able to pay your bills online, and it just helps you to speed up that process of getting your vendors paid. And then also, like I said, using something like QuickBooks Payments to get paid by your customers as well helps you to get that money into your account quicker as well. You're not waiting for a check to clear. You're not waiting for the mail to show up with the checks. It's in your bank within a few days. So we talked about inventory management. There's other systems like CRMs and project management software. Look at those options that are available to you that integrate with your accounting software. So this can help reduce data entry and streamline processes as well. Make sure that you're not doing a whole bunch of duplicate work that is taking up time, taking up resources, and costing you money. So make sure that you've got systems like that in place that talk to each other as well. Receipts. I know you know that you need to keep them, and I've heard all the excuses of well, the receipts fade, I can't keep them, I don't know where I put them, I lose them. There's so many different apps that are out there now. QuickBooks has a great system in place. You've got Dext as well. There's different ways that you can keep track of those receipts, and you just got to get that system in place. Whether it's you have a little wallet in your car, that as soon as you get in your car, you put the receipt in there, and at the end of the day or the end of the week, you take it to your office or you submit it to your bookkeeping company and get them to then attach it to the transactions. So this can really help with you writing on the top of that receipt what it's used for, send it to your accounting firm. That way they know how to categorize it, and you're not going to be asked a whole bunch of questions at the end of the month as to, hey, what was this expense for? Implementing bank feeds is also another way that can really help you to save time. So importing all the information, categorizing the bank transactions into your accounting software, is a whole lot easier than trying to enter every single thing in manually. There are different rules that you can set up as well. So take advantage of those items that help you to run your business more efficiently. And then finally, use a cloud-based document storage, something like Google Drive or Dropbox. That's where you can keep all your financial documents in one place and easily accessible. So now, so many people are working on the road, working remotely. And so by having everything online, if it's a Google Drive, your accounting software, keep everything cloud-based. That means all you need is your laptop and an internet connection, and you can get on and access everything in your business wherever you happen to be. So cloud-based document storage solutions are just as important. So what was your big takeaway from today? What was it that struck you that you made you think, I really got to sort that out in my business. I've got to take some time to get that set up. Accurate financial records are going to be critical for any business to be successful. They give you a clear picture of the company's financial health and helps you to make those financial decisions. And when you manage your cash flow effectively, use the automation that's available, then that can really help you to simplify your processes as well and help you to take your business to the next level. So if you are not sure what you need to do next, if you are maybe feeling a little overwhelmed by all that information, then feel free to drop me a comment in the box called Next Steps, or send me a direct message, and I'll send you my calendar link. We can jump on 15-30-minute Zoom call and just kind of talk through what you have going on and see if there's a way that we can help you. A lot of people, when it comes to this accounting side of financial records, just don't want to deal with it, don't know how to deal with it, and want some help, and sometimes don't know where to reach out. So I would love to have that conversation. Let's get that ball rolling and just see how we can support you on that and help you to be able to focus on growing your business. Don't forget, if you have a business friend as well that you think would benefit from this training, feel free to go ahead and share this with them. We are out there trying to help business owners to know, understand their trust their numbers so they can be successful in their business and build that profitability as well. So I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment box, and I will talk to you soon.